Hi, and welcome. We're the Weasley Sisters. This is episode 121. I'm Naturally Nitty, aka Jessica.
And I am Starnitz, also known as Allena. Today is September the 1st. Woohoo! That means this is our planning podcast, and it's the start of a new term. So, if this is your first time watching, welcome. We do these planning podcasts once a month to help you plan. If you're a regular, thanks for coming back.
So grab your knitting, pull up a chair, and maybe a notebook, and sit down and craft with us.
Or plan to craft
Or
with
plan.
us.
Yes. All right. So, newts are already well underway. You can watch the fun stuff going on in the newt thread. They are worth 450 points. Should I be going through all of this?
We'll just say what is relevant to this month.
Okay, so your 50% benchmark is due by September 30th. So you have a month. You should be at 25% right now. I don't know if I am.
I think I might be.
I'd have to
My
look up mine.
50% is what? Spinning 22 ounces? I'm not really. I have maybe 8. Is that 25%? I'm going to do some math on my calculator, which is also my phone.
How many ounces do you need to have spun for?
Total.
Total.
Is 44.
So you
divide by
10.5.
4. So I am almost 25%. I'm not there yet. Spinning,
which is sad.
55 wraps per inch.
No, but I'm just saying it's sad. Like if you're not up to 25%, like the break month, you have like nothing else going on.
Yeah,
I know.
I did have a lot going on. It was the summer.
True. But all right.
I'm having issues tonight. Please forgive. Couldn't find my crochet hook. I keep dropping things.
That's okay.
I'm out of coffee. Not good.
Not good at all.
Okay, so next up
owls.
Are the owls. You can begin proposing them today, which I'm sure there was a ton in there already. I don't go in there because I don't have owls. So they can be submitted. You cannot start your owl till after it is approved. That's what you have to do for this month. Get approved.
Okay, so then Order of the Phoenix. You receive your recruitment message from the order, and you begin to plan. So all that stuff is up. I just browsed over what you put on our show notes. I haven't read anything. But so the 5th of September is the first day to submit your broom, which is your very lax proposal.
Yes, and it has to be secretive because they're watching.
Yes.
So, did you want to read through the things or just let everyone read it for themselves?
I think they can read them.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Otherwise, we're going to be pushing a long podcast.
Okay. Blah, blah, blah. I'll put it in the show notes. I just copied and pasted it.
Yeah.
Quidditch. So, we're not allowed to congregate this term. And the Quidditch masters, the people that are in charge of Quidditch, are fighting that. So, the first match starts on September 5th through the 18th. It is Osseo permission slips. Madame Umbridge left herself room to approve our clubs, teams, and groups, but I would wager that a little flattery might go a long way. For this match, each player will make something that would appeal to Dolores Umbridge to convince her to let your house to play Quidditch. This is not a house pride match, but rather we want you to make something to butter up the High Inquisitor. Cats, pink things, tea-related items, evil quills, whatever you can argue that she would love is game.
Evil quills.
Only a single project may be submitted for this round. Dolores is a quality, not quantity kind of witch. Your completed turn-in will earn you 15 points. Hint, there's a secret bonus point possibility for this round if you make one of her favorites. I'm saying a cat plate.
I have wanted to ever since the last movie came out make a cat scarf, with like the front end and then the back end.
Like instead of a fox, it's a cat?
Yes. And she had one on in the movie. Anyways, but right. I think Chloe would like totally rock that. But it's only 15 points, so like I really don't want to put that much effort into it, though it would be cool. I don't know.
Which, classes are only 15 points, right?
Yeah, but you get bonus points. Shut up.
Okay. So, I have no idea what I'm going to do for my order mission or what I'm going to do for Quidditch, but I am doing a spinning newt, just so you know what we're doing for our advanced studies. I'll think of something for order mission. I just have to read through it.
I'm doing Rolags and monsters/creatures for my newts, and I want to make the cobblestone pullover. It's been in my queue since like I joined Ravelry. So I'm going to make that for myself, and I just have to figure out where I'm going to put it. Actually, I think just browsing over it, I'm going to put it in the undercover with Charlie Weasley as dragon protection.
Your cobblestone?
Yeah. Because you have to make protective gear. So no, you don't think so? A sweater?
No, that works. Oh, okay. I just wasn't sure. For some reason, I thought you were doing that for your newt.
For order mission. And then
Quidditch,
I'll just play it by ear.
Yeah. I don't know. I have that failed sweater of Matt Bella's that I need to do this term. I also signed up to test crochet one of Mio's patterns that she did. It's in black and white, so you can't really see it, but...
Oh, I love those.
So, it's a bunch of...
granny squares?
Yeah, and then you join as you go, and she has, like, how to do it, but how to join as you go. Excuse me. But I think I need to do all the squares first and then join it. The joining would be for detention. I don't know. Because I signed up to do this, and then I realized it uses, like, 4,300 yards. So I should have, like, waited for my newt.
Yeah.
And use it as a newt. Because it's not really an order mission. But I think I'm going to do the squares for classes this term.
That works.
Yeah.
Alright, speaking of classes, are we ready?
So, yes.
So, arithmancy is craft something that has two equal parts. This can be a pair of items or something made with half of one color and half of the other. Or a 2-ply handspun, or yarn dyed equally with two different colors. Those are just suggestions. If you're unsure of something, ask the professors in the thread. Sounds cool.
Yeah, I
didn't have any... I mean, not that I didn't have any ideas, but...
I found some Cormo, remember? I talked about it last podcast. That I washed. That when I spun, it still had lanolin in, and it was really yucky. And then I washed it, and now it's nice.
Okay.
But it's schluppy, so I think I might dye it this term. So I might dye something for this class.
Very cool. I might spin. Or not. I don't know. I have to spin for my newt.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, crap. I dropped stuff.
Or I was thinking of weaving something. I've always wanted to try that houndstooth like pattern.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that would be half and half, like 2 colors.
Excuse me. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Next up is astronomy. Choose something that you saw in the night sky with the aid of the telescope and craft something reminiscent of what you saw. That's like wide open. They're all kind of wide open this term. This month. I thought I would put blanket squares in that one.
That would be cool.
Because it's like your basic granny square, so like each section will look like a little star.
That's smart. I didn't have anything for this one.
Okay. I just went through kind of what I thought of what.
Yeah, well, I didn't really have a plan of anything.
Which mine was super planny.
Wanted to make.
Squares.
True.
But that could be anything, like anything you saw in the night sky.
Or like if you have sparkly yarn, you could use that. I'm assuming. Like
the Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights. I think that's the same thing. Anything.
Yep. All right. Charms. The crafting charm. Craft something on automatic. Namely, something simple or something you've made many, many times before.
I also put blanket squares in there because, yes.
That might be a good one. I've been wanting to donate more blanket squares to, like, the different Slytherins as the Sunshine Committee.
Yeah.
Which I have some that I need to send in, and I've just been really stupid about it. I think I need to, like, weave some ends in. But, anyways. So maybe I'll do that, too.
Cool beans.
But that could be, like, anything. Or I could just do some, like, random 2-ply spinning project, because that's kind of automatic for me.
Yeah.
Or a baby hat. Oh, maybe I'll do a baby hat.
Okay. Defense against the dark arts. Knitters, crocheters, and weavers should make one thing out of many parts. This means crafting an object assembled from at least 2 pieces. For example, the arms and legs, body, etc. of a stuffed animal or scarf that is grafted together in the center. The key is that the parts are distinctly separate at some point in the crafting process. This means that the pieces must be joined securely together in the finished objects, seamed or grafted, etc. Spinners are asked to meet a different challenge. Because you are already experts at bringing plies together to form yarn, we ask that you bring 2 or more different fiber types. Your professors will look fondly on you if you blend them yourself, but working with a braid that already combines different fibers is acceptable. Dyers are encouraged to blend dyes together. You can combine different colors to make a new color. For example, mix yellow and red and then dye with that result. Or explore the possibilities of multiple stage dyeing, like dyeing it yellow, then dyeing it red, etc. Note, buying yellow yarn and applying the red dye isn't enough. We want you to personally have played with at least 2 different colors. However, since all of the techniques are equally important, you need to master them all. Therefore, special bonuses will be granted in November to any student who successfully completes homework every month this term.
Cool. I think I'm going to dye. Yarn.
Me too.
Or not yarn, but fiber.
I put dye in there too.
I've been needing to dye some more fiber.
Yeah.
So I can use it. So yeah.
I put dye yarn because this Charmander, which would be great for that, is detention.
Yeah. Or even like sweaters that have arms knit separately. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Easy peasy. All right, herbology. For your homework this month, we'd like you to study the protective nature of these plants through the Rav craft of your choice. We look forward to seeing your interpretation, whether you cover a cold herbologist's head or protect her hands with a pair of gloves. Oh, they're talking about plants that are ground cover. It protects the soil.
Oh, crap.
Over the winter.
Yeah. I just lost my place.
So I just cast on for a baby sweater that I'm going to use for that class because it covers a baby.
Oh,
and
really?
protects them from the cold.
What did I put on there? Maybe hats or mittens. I haven't decided. I don't know. I don't have to do all the classes.
True.
Because there are 8, but I like to keep my options open. So I thought maybe a hat or mittens or something. Oh, okay, it's my turn. Sorry, I'm like really slow today.
That's okay.
Muggle studies. Craft something to represent the internet. This one is awesome.
It is.
You might make a network of tubes, something that carries information, something that carries just about anything else, a representation of cats or other intimate internet maymays, or something that connects you to friends. More technical-minded students might investigate ways to represent binary code or markup language in their crafting. Non-Ravelry crafters will be accepted. Getting prior approval is strongly encouraged. So when I read that, I said, oh, I have Indie Knit and Spin coming up in November that I need to sew for. So I'm going to go see if I can get approval for sewing. And as I was going, a lot of people had asked if they could sew bags, and they said sewing bags is approved, so I'm going to sew all the bags for that class.
Awesome. Yeah. I think I'm going to sew a bag for that too. I've been wanting a different size project bag. So, that's my plan.
Cool. Like smaller, bigger?
Bigger-ish, but not huge. I don't know. So, potions. Brew the draught of peace and show us the results. A properly brewed potion will be turquoise, emit a silvery vapor, and bring you peace and calm. An improperly brewed potion manifests in a variety of ways, as we have discussed, or might resemble one of the ingredients or an intermediate step of the brewing process. Don't worry if your draught doesn't work out perfectly. We are grading on completion here. Non-Ravelry crafts will be accepted.
And you don't need prior approval.
Yeah. So I think this is kind of wide open too, because they said if it doesn't turn out right, it can be like all sort of variety of colors. Like it didn't even name colors. It just said
it was up in the top.
Oh, was it? I didn't look too hard.
But they have it in the FAQ, which is like the first post, in case you can't read. Because it's kind of hard to read those picture words sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So, they typed it out.
Oh, okay.
But, I have, like I said, I'm going to be doing blanket squares original. Yes, I know. But I have gray, silvery gray, to use that I could do for that. But then I was like, oh, it's going to be a turquoise, and I have some turquoise fabric. So I might turn in my turquoise bags for that class.
Very cool.
Because that would be a peaceful result. I would feel peaceful after I made them.
Totally.
Because I'm ready. Yeah. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So we'll see.
Smart.
Totally smart. So next up, did you have anything you wanted to do for that class? No?
No. I'm kind of lame.
Not any more than I am. The lame sisters. That's us. Transfiguration. For your homework this month, we would like you to show us your textures. A few examples from our lesson today would be the cauldron, which was solid, and a sieve, which is holy or lacy. A sieve? However you say that. Sieve?
Sieve?
Sieve. Okay.
Sorry.
No, I mean, I'm pronouncing it like you're supposed to pronounce an I and an E together, but not. I don't know the English language. Anyways, also, don't forget about the fuzzy coat on the mouse and the groove top on the button. I don't have anything for that class, but
this you can pretty much do anything, because they said it could be smooth or textured or furry or like anything.
Yeah.
So you could use stockinette stitch, or, you know, it could be a hat, it could be mittens, a sweater, a shawl, like anything.
Anything.
Wide open. Which I don't have anything planned for it. But I've been wanting to weave, so maybe I'll do it in there too. I don't know. I thought
That's definitely a texture.
I thought I put weaving somewhere.
You did up a couple.
Oh, I did. But I didn't say that. Oh, whatever. So I don't know. I make things and then I figure out later where I put them.
Right.
So I'm not very much of a planner, even though we plan every month.
We suck.
That's right.
We are just reading this to you, so be happy. You don't actually have to read. But then actually you do have to read, because we say, we're just going to read the summary. You have to read the whole thing.
True.
So,
So that's it for the classes.
Oh, well then we can do a quick regular podcast.
Yeah, we're only at 20 minutes, so we're good.
We are on top of it. I have no mojo.
Neither do I. Whips?
Yes. So, I was supposed to go to a baby shower. I did not. And I did not finish the sweater either, because I knew I wasn't going to make it. Okay. So I said, I'm going to work on other stuff, because I got kind of bored with it. And it's a baby sweater, so I shouldn't be that bored. I mean, really. And I'm almost done.
You're like almost done.
Well,
really
that was from working on it this week. Like, it was up before this part. You know.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I just kind of am like, meh. I don't know. I've been wanting to spin, and so I've been spinning more. So I haven't really been working on this, because it would just be a detention project, and I wanted to work on my newt, so that's why. I've also been working on Charmander. Look, he has a tail.
Yay!
And I have all his little parts.
Good.
Feet and stuff. I'm working on his stripe that goes on his belly. Like, on his butt. Like here.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm not, like, all up to par with all the
he has
Pokemon.
A part that goes on his belly. And a part that, like, hooks up underneath.
Cute.
That's all I'm working on, though.
Cool. I am currently making monster arms.
Cool.
I have a body finished. Isn't it lovely? Cool. Like, that's for the newt. And then I said I started a baby sweater for a friend. Oh, it's a mess already. Like, I'm that far. But, let's see. You see that? It's little, like...
Oh, that's cute.
It's, let me see if I can find it. It's called Hundreds, I believe. Is the pattern, and... Here we go, yes.
Oh, that's cute.
So, but... Like, so the color work is just on the two front panels, and it's knit flat. So it's like, they didn't really say...
It's not on the back?
What you're... No.
Oh.
The charts are just for the front. At first I thought it was on the back too, but then I was like, well, how... Because you start at the neck and you're going down, but then I was like, well, how do you not do it on the arm? You know, I was like a little confused, and I didn't want to like float it that far. Anyway, so it's just on the two front panels, which is here and here. So I like wound off a ball of other stuff, and it's like a big icky mess right now.
I don't like that.
No, but hopefully it'll be cute when it's done, is all I'm hoping. And for the color part, I'm holding two fingering weight yarns together. because this is DK.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a little thin. And I went up a size needle to 7s instead of 6s like the pattern called for, because my 6s are on my monsters. And I just didn't care.
Yeah.
And it looks fine anyways. It's not too loose. So, yep, that's it. That's all I'm working on. Moving on to whatever's next. Oops, that's not that. I have to
I'm making sure this
open
is
my
working.
show notes up again. You spin me right round.
I have been working on my newts. I have 5 ounces of common denominator yarn on the bobbin.
Sweet.
Waiting to be plied with 5 ounces of my other stuff, which I have, which I took each ball and separated them into 4.
Mm-hmm.
So I have 6 left.
Sweet.
So they're each 1 ounce, so that's maybe an ounce left to spin.
Okay.
So I have 9 ounces spun then.
Cool.
Yeah, but like I lace the flyer and it takes forever because it's very thin yarn. Like, thin.
Yeah.
That's very thin. You know, because I'm trying to get DK weight of 4-ply, so I have to get like 54 wraps per inch on the single.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So it's pretty thin. I mean, it's not lace weight thin, but it's still pretty thin.
Yeah.
And it takes a while because I lace the flyer and it just is slow.
It is. Cool.
But I'm going to spin it on the Kromsky and then ply it on the Ashford because I have the bulky flyer, and then it'll just work better that way, I think.
That's a good
so
idea.
That's all that I've been spinning.
Whew. Excuse me. Oh, you got me yawning.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I spun up. I made 1 set of Rolags.
I know. I saw. That's pretty.
And I spun it up. This one, I think, is in one of the dragon colorways that I'm going to do for my newt. It's still a little damp. I just washed it today. And had it outside. It smells like outside. Which I like.
That's cool.
But it's like a art yarn. It's kind of bumpy. It's got neps in there and stuff, and sparkles and whatnot. But yeah, that's it.
It's pretty.
I have no idea how much yardage I got. I did end ply, because I felt like it. I don't know. I was just like, because it wasn't that much. It was probably like 2, maybe 3 ounces. But then I had in my head an idea with all the samples that I'm going to spin for my newt, because I have to spin 12 ounces of yarn.
Mm-hmm.
If I spin them all roughly the same weight, maybe I could do some like monster yarn shawl type thing or something out of it.
That sounds good to me.
But they'll be very different. So I don't know. We'll see how that works. But it's fun. And that's all I did. I really need to start... I've been working on the monsters for my newt, but I really need to, like, start making
Pick up your... Well, you washed all your stuff, right?
I still have 1 pound of the border luster to wash.
Okay.
And I want to dye some of it, but it's just been crazy. Though the kids go back to school tomorrow, so...
After this week, it'll be better.
I'm excited. Yeah, I'll have more time to do stuff. So,
but you did dye all the Cormo, and it's finally dry, right?
It is dry, yes.
Okay. So you're doing pretty good.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. I have to look at my benchmarks and see what I else said.
I had to look at mine too, which is why I knew what it was when we talked about it a little bit ago.
But that's all.
But I'm not quite there yet. I need to like work on it big time, which is why I've been like, blah. Like, but this past, I don't know, it's just been, I've been, like, so, okay. Randomness, we're starting it up early. We'll talk about gym later.
Okay.
No, let's talk about gym. Gym. I tried T25 on Monday, last Monday. I was gonna do the whole thing because you were all inspiring and losing weight and everything, and freaking I did the lame modified version times 100 modified, like, bad.
Mm-hmm. That's not bad. At least you're doing it.
Yeah, but I hurt my back somehow. And I wasn't going fast. I was going slow, and I was just taking it, not taking it easy, but working out. And I'm just like, I'm not ready for this. I need to stick to the cardio knitting, because, like, the whole week I was, like, hobbling around, trying not to bend over. Because, like, with my back, like, the sciatic will go out if I, like, bend over to get a pencil or something. Mm-hmm. And usually I can tell, like, usually when I'm stressed, my back will start hurting, like, it's based off stress a little bit. Okay. But mostly it's just, like, exercise, like, just, I pulled it wrong. But sometimes it's really bad where I can't, like, even stand up. But sometimes, most of the time, it's just, it starts to get bad, and then I do extra stretches and stuff, and I just take it easy. Mm-hmm. So that's where it was last week, and I was like, I cannot do this. So I have to stick to the cardio knitting for a little bit, which is very frustrating because I want the fast results from the T25. Yeah. So that, yeah. So today I put my workout clothes on because I was going to work out, and I was like, this sucks, because it was like 300 degrees outside, and we had the air conditioning on, and it was Labor Day, so Andy was like, I don't want to just sit around all day. And I was like, well, I don't feel like, because we got season passes, and I was like, I am, like, amusement parked out. I don't feel like going. I am in a crabby mood. Just go without me. It's going to be crazy busy. So he took the girls and went, and I stayed home and sewed, because I really have been missing my sewing machine. But I didn't work out. I just took a shower. So you guys need to get on me to do the cardio knitting. Okay. My goal is to do it at least twice a week for a couple of weeks till I get, like, in the groove, and then work up to eventually 4 or 5 times a week. If that makes sense. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to go slow, because if I don't go slow, I get hurt. So that's my whole PSA, public service announcement for you all. Sorry, I'm lame. Like I said. That's okay. But now it's your turn. Be all inspiring.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. I don't mind.
I'm starting week 6. I did today. And I awesome. Moved on to the beta, which is the second phase or whatever. 5-week thing. Which is quite crazy. But I still modify a lot.
That's okay. I just think it's cool, like, all the results. You can totally tell. It's cool.
Well, thanks. But that's it.
So, random.
Yes.
Okay, so I could not sleep because today was a new start of term. Sorry, I have, like, hair under my... Okay. It was the start of term, and Jamberry came out with a new catalog today, so it was super... I couldn't sleep. Like, I got up at, like, 7, which is why I'm yawning.
It was like Christmas for you.
It was. And it wasn't... And I'm like, this is not what I wanted to do on the last day of sleep-in day. Sleep-in. Like, you know, like, official sleep-in last day. So, but anyways, I was up early, and it was fun. So, yeah, that's what I've been doing. But... Okay, another reason why my back was hurting, last week our car broke down.
I saw.
Our van. I was taking Madison to a dance, like a preschool dance thing, with her friends from the learning center. Not preschool. Preschool.
I know, but it just sounded funny. I'm like, why was she going to a preschool dance? And I was like, oh, why do they have preschool dances?
No. Like, before school dance.
Anyways, yes, okay.
So she got to get together with all her friends. So we're driving, and all of a sudden the car, like, goes like this. Did you? and it just doesn't, like, you push go on the gas and it doesn't go. So I pulled it over to the side and we get it towed. And the, like, towing itself was stressful because the stupid tow truck driver went to a totally different road. And then he called me because they're, you know, like when you call your roadside assistance, like our insurance has roadside assistance with it, not AAA. Okay. It's like AAA, but it's with our insurance. And they tow it, blah, blah, blah. So I called them. I told them where he was. They're like, are you by any roads? I'm like, no, I am on a highway in between two towns. There are no roads by me. It's like, here's a mountain, here's a road, here's a drop off into the valley. Because it's Johnstown. There's like valley. It's not really like a huge mountain like Colorado Mountain. It's just like a little mountain. Still a mountain that you have to drive around to get to the other thing. So I'm like in the middle point, broken, and there's like no shoulder at all. Like I'm pulled off, and like the white line is like right here, and the car's like right here. So I made the girls get out of the car and stand on the other side of the metal thing because I was like afraid, because people drive really fast. I was afraid someone was going to hit us. Yeah. Which would have been nice because then we could have got a new car for $500, you know. But because we have like full coverage on our cars, because you know we can't afford not, if that makes sense. Yeah. Anyways, so we get it. The guy tows. First, I call them because they're like, you have to be there at 8:30, so we can get the car. Blah blah blah. I'm like, okay. So we went and I got my other car and I'm parked there. At 8:30 comes around, and like we're taking Madison to a dance, and then we were gonna go home and eat dinner and rent Spider-Man 2 and just chill out, me and Bella. Didn't happen. So we're sitting there. 9:30 comes along. 9:45 or 8:30 comes along. 8:45. I call the tow truck. Like I skipped calling the roadside assistance and just call because they give you the tow truck operator's number. Yeah. Call them. They're like, oh, we sent him, blah blah blah. I'm like, okay. And he's like, you're going to some like button road. I'm like, no, I'm on 56. It's like a state route. You know, like I'm on a road with a number. That's the only road that there is. And he's like, oh, okay. Well, he should be there soon. 9:00 comes around. I get a call from the tow truck driver, like he's in the tow truck. Whereabouts are you on 756? I'm like, what? I'm like, no, I am on 56, leaving Johnstown, going towards Seward, which is the next town. And he's like, oh, you're down there? And I was like, yes. He's like, oh, I'm up in Westmont. I'll be there in 15 minutes. 9:30 is when he gets there. A half an hour for like a 10-minute drive. Like I knew where he was, and he was not 30 minutes away. So they get there at 9:30. He gets mad at me because I told him, well, when he was on the thing, I'm like, okay, I am parked in my working car with the flashers on. The car that you need to tow is across the street because I'm not parking on that side of the road because there's no shoulder and I have a kid in the car. The other side was just like grass. And he's like, okay. So he pulls up in front of the car I'm sitting in and then gets mad because he has to turn around and get the car on the other side. I was like, you're kidding me, right? Because you're an hour and a half late. Like, that you're this late and you're mad at me because you have to turn around. Because it was like 9:45 by the time he got everything said and done. I was so pissed off. So, they take the car to the garage. They can't look at it because it's like, it was Saturday by that time. You know, like by the time they got it, it's Saturday. And Saturdays are usually like short days for garages. Yeah. And it's a new garage because our old garage, I think, is closed. So we didn't hear anything about it on Saturday. Or I think they stopped. Andy was working on Saturday. So his dad and him stopped and they talked to the guy. And they were like, we'll work on it on Monday and we'll let you know what's happening. So what happened was the drive belt was broken and some like pulley system, I don't know what it is, was broken. So they replaced it and it's working now, which is fine. But
that's a headache.
So Sunday we're like, let's go to the drive-in because they have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Hercules for, drive-in is like, what, $5-6 a person? So we were like, okay, so we do that. And it's the first time we went this summer, which was a lot of fun. And I've been teaching a friend of mine's kid how to knit, like, as part of my job. Like, I'm teaching her, but we're doing private lessons. And so I had gotten paid, so we were, like, going to the movies. And on our way home, that car is leaking brake fluid. So, like, the brakes aren't working. Like, we just had the brake line replaced, like, last year. So, yeah, that was a stressful weekend this past weekend. So I think that's why I'm kind of, like, out of it, because it was just a crappy week. So we're not sure if we're going to fix the other car, because it's pretty old, and we're not sure if we're just going to cut our losses and just be like, not invest any more money into that stupid thing. Yeah, that's my life.
Aztec?
It sucks. What'd you say?
Was that the Aztec?
Yeah.
Crazy.
So I don't know. But after all my woe, it was a good day today with new classes. The new start of term is always fun.
It is.
So, but if you are looking to buy yarn or fiber or anything, buy fat fiber. You can, the Peace, Love, and Fiber one is still going through the 14th. So if you buy anything from the qualifying shops, you can be entered in to win the Super Box and a $100 gift certificate. So
Sweet.
It's cool. But yeah, school starts tomorrow, and I think it's going to be a little crazy because we do, cyber school, so.
I am excited. Beyond belief. The kids are too. Well, Gabe's quite nervous. He's going into middle school, so.
That's cool, though.
He's very nervous. But no, Trubin is, like, really excited that he's going to school with the big kids. I just can't wait to, like, actually be able to clean up the house and not have it destroyed, like, 5 seconds
2 minutes
later. Like, really? So that'll be my goal this week, is to, like, tidy things up and, like, make it manageable for the rest of the while. But anyways, no, I'm excited.
That's pretty cool, actually.
I also made some pumpkin spice syrup.
I saw that. And everyone's all about pumpkin spice, and I don't really like it.
I love it.
Like, your version, I don't mind. But, like, Starbucks version,
Starbucks,
no.
They put way too much in. It's too sweet for me. Because then you get to the bottom, and there's, like... I mean, I haven't gotten it in forever. But there's, like, sludge of sugar at the bottom.
I'm kind of over Starbucks flavors because they have, like, caramel.
I don't like caramel.
I don't either. Or mocha, which their mochas are good.
Though,
but
I just saw on Pinterest, and I couldn't pin it because, like, something was going on, and it wouldn't let me. It couldn't retrieve the picture. But anyways, to make an easy caramel sauce, you open up, I can't even think, sweetened condensed milk. You put them in, you open up 2 cans, and you get 3 jars, like canning jars, and you divide it evenly, and then you screw on the caps and stuff, and then you put it in your crock pot full of water for 8 hours, and it turns into caramel.
Really?
Apparently, I kind of want to try it. I've cooked it down before to make caramel, like when I used to work at Stephanie's. But, yeah, totally want to try it. Anyways.
I totally don't, because I don't really like caramel. Which is where I was going. I'm kind of over Starbucks flavoring. Like, I finally found, I want them, when I get a mocha, I have them put in 2 squirts of the cinnamon dulce, and then it's kind of like a Mexican hot chocolate, but it's not, like, hot spicy. It's, like, kind of almost too sweet. And I'm just kind of over it. Like, I've been just getting plain old coffee. Because I'm just kind of, like, about Starbucks. Like, I like that you get stars, and every 12 drinks you get a free one. And on your birthday you get a free one. But, like, can we expand from the flavors? Like, it's, like, mocha, peppermint mocha, or caramel. Like, even
They
have
didn't
coconut
even
this
have
summer.
coconut.
I know. And then they ran out of the caramel crunch thing, which Andy likes because he likes the sweet.
I didn't.
But I'm just like, oh, and the mocha cookie crumble was okay, but pieces in your coffee is not good. I'm a texture person, so it kind of grossed me out.
No, I didn't go there at all this summer. I don't think.
Oops. I only went a couple of times.
But that's okay.
Like a week. So, but no, like I had a gift card on my phone, so I would be like, hey, there's money left on here. Let's use it.
No, that's cool.
But for the most part, I'm kind of seriously over Starbucks. Over. I'm waiting for the place down the street to open up. There's this like local coffee shop, and they are in like a different area in Johnstown, but they bought like an old bank near me, like down the street.
Okay.
And they've been renovating it for at least 6 months now,
Ooh.
maybe 7.
Maybe you could work there.
Yeah, because I need another job.
Well,
but yeah, that would be cool to work there. But I am waiting for them to open because then I can go in and they do the Tirani syrups, which are the good syrups. And then I can get like coconut or different flavors because like the smaller town coffee shops will have all the different flavors, and you don't have to just be stuck to caramel or mocha or peppermint mocha or hazelnut. I don't like hazelnut, but yeah, that's my thing with coffee. I just drink from home.
Me too.
But I don't have a cool.
Hence why I made the syrup. It's good. I put it on Facebook. You guys should try me if you want it.
Or just go find it on Instagram.
Whatever. It's all over. Also, I've made it a point because Jared, our brother, came home to visit last weekend, and they had recently gone to China because his wife is from there. So they brought home a ton of like real green tea. And he gave us some. And I was like, I should really start drinking it because it's supposedly good for you. And it, like, helps your metabolism if you just drink 2 cups of it a day. So, I went out and bought a new tumbler tea mug thing that has a little, strainer thing that you put the loose tea in, and then you screw it on the cap, and then it goes in the hot water. Anyways, so I've been drinking it for like a week now, and it's been working because I like new cups. I don't love the taste of it, but I don't hate it. It's like drinking water to me. I don't know. It's not
seriously bad. To me, green tea, plain green tea, tastes like you're drinking hay. I don't like it.
I don't mind it.
Like it tastes the way hay smells to me, at least.
Meh.
And I'm not a big fan.
Well, it's a goal of mine.
Well, that's a good goal. I applaud you for it. I'm not a big tea person at all.
That's okay. But anyways, so
like iced tea I can do.
That's been going good. Someone was saying on Instagram that they make green tea like in large quantities and then drink it as iced tea because they can drink it better that way.
I saw that. But I am also a sweet iced tea person, so
right. But then that goes against like why I'm trying to drink it. So
exactly. So I am not a tea person, and we're not going to worry about that.
No, it's okay. But my cup is really cool. I
saw your cup. That's cool. And I'm glad that you have healthy goals because scissors. I found them. That was what I was looking for. Because I'm not a healthy person, I guess.
Oh, whatever.
Totally not. You know what we had for dinner tonight? Hot dogs and cheese fries.
Nice.
We're super healthy. It's because they went to the amusement park and they have like the potato patch where they make the cheese fries. So they wanted that, so I was like, I'll make it. It was good, but not healthy. After my not working out day. So, yeah. But I rock at this whole healthy thing.
I'm not healthy all the time.
So yeah, look, I finished the tail thing. It looks weird.
Yay.
But
it
goes
like
on
an arrowhead. Awesome.
Just
What
gotta
else do you
sew
have to
it together.
do? The spikes for the back?
I have to do, I think I'm gonna just get felt to sew on for the fire.
Oh, okay.
And then I have to just sew it together.
Dude.
And eyes.
Get it ready for the 7th for detention bombing for Slytherin.
We have to do that on the 7th? We aren't supposed to do it on today?
The 7th.
Oh, that makes it easy. I don't even have to work on it.
No, you do, because it can be done on the 7th.
Well, I just have to sew it together.
Yeah.
Tail.
And how long has it needed to be?
I had to finish making the tail and stuff. Here's its legs and arms.
Awesome.
Bella will be happy.
She will be. The seaming is the worst part.
I actually don't mind that. I think it's fun at that because then you get to see the animal taking shape.
I like it, but I'm a perfectionist, so.
I'm not. I sew it together and I look at the picture and I'm like, mine looks just as good. And it's for a kid, and they're just gonna sit on it, chew on it, poop on it. You know, no big deal.
Bella's gonna poop on Charmander.
She's older now, so she doesn't actually poop on everything, but. You know, like when they're in diapers and they explode everywhere?
Yes.
Oh, never mind.
Anyways.
But the kids just, like, sleep on it. She will chew on it, I can guarantee you that. She chews on things.
Truman loves his Cecil. He makes me kiss him goodnight every night. And then he, like, carries him around.
You are, like, a very good mom, because my kids tried making me do that. I'm like, I don't kiss things that aren't alive.
Well, I made it, so I was very excited that he actually likes it.
I'm like, that, no. You don't know where that's been. No.
Whatever.
Yeah, I'm, like, not a nice mom. I'm a bad mom.
No, you're not. Alright, we're rambling. We will see you next week.
Yes. Have a good week.
Bye.
Bye.